Today I want to talk a little bit about my story and my struggles with mental health. And this is going to be a part of a series. And if you wanted me to talk about more, if you want to come on and tell me more and share your story, hit me up. Because I want everybody to talk about it. I want everybody to share their story. What up, family? It's your favorite coach, Javon Wooden from Live Not Loathe. Don't forget, subscribe to the YouTube channel at Live Not Loathe. Follow me on IG and Facebook at Live Not Loathe. I'm dropping videos every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time and every Sunday at noon Eastern Time for can't miss content on how you can obtain your purposeful and fulfilling life. For those who don't know me, I suffer from depression and PTSD. I found myself looking for peace in places where nothing but trouble can be found. Like the bottom of a bottle on a woman who had trauma that she needed to address herself. I've gotten blackout drunk just so I didn't have to freaking feel the pain. But what happened when you wake up? You feel like crap because you probably hungover. Can't get nothing done that day because you hurting. And you still got those same problems that you had that you were trying to mask. So what good came out of it? Nothing. All I did was spend some extra money, damage my body a little bit more, and damage my psyche a little bit more. Because I try to run away from something that you shouldn't run away from. You should take head on. Now I realized that, and I decided I needed to get help. But before I got to that point, man, the self-inflicted wounds I put on myself, all because I was trying to be tough. All because I wanted to say I was good. For what? If I wasn't good, why didn't I just say it? Why don't we just say it? Why don't we just let people know that we're not good? I'll tell you why. Because in the black community, that's not how we train. We're not taught that. We're not taught that it's okay to be like, yeah, I'm cool. We're not taught that it's okay to say, yo, I need help. I'm not okay. I'm not feeling good. Not as black men. We're not taught to reach out our hand and say, can you help me? We taught to suck it up. And when you go through the military, you're taught to suck it up even more. So you can imagine that my thought process is a little bit skewed. My thought process has always been, oh, I'm hurt. Oh, I need to push through. I need to dig a little bit deeper. Stop being a punk. Stop saying that you ain't okay because you are. You still standing on your own too, aren't you? That was my thought process. But it shouldn't be. Because now, what I've gotten from that is physical, mental, and emotional pain. And I'm sure I have caused that for others. Now, I've apologized to those and to myself since then. But how long did that take me? It took me way too long. And the truth of the matter is, I still feel it. I still go through that. Depression is not something that's going to just go away over time. And definitely not PTSD. And I also want to clarify something. PTSD is not just something that people in the military get. No, it's post-traumatic stress disorder. Anybody can get it. You grew up in an adverse environment, you can have it. You went through sexual trauma, you can have it. So if you feel like something's up and you don't know what it is, you might have it. I want you to go get checked. Go get the help you need. Because that's the only way these things become manageable. That's the only way you could truly see that there's something more. Because I'm going to tell you, I was blind. When I was down, man, When those spells hit you, telling you, you feel it. You feel every single bit of it. And you don't know why. I could be having the best day of my life. All of a sudden it overcomes me. All of a sudden I feel like I can't breathe. All of a sudden I feel anxious. I feel like, yo, I just want to cry right now. I don't even want to do whatever I'm doing right now. Even if it's something I've been waiting to do for years. Even if I'm with my favorite person. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because now that thing got a hold on me. And if you have any mental issues, you know how it goes. People think this is something to play with. People think it's something that you could joke about. Well, it's not. Because there ain't nothing funny about it when you going through it. Because when you going through it, you don't think you're going to make it out. You think you stuck there. You need to decide every day to fight. You may not win all the battles. You know, that thing may grab you. It may hold you for a little bit. But you can come up out of that. Don't go the route where you take your own life. Don't go the route where you harming somebody else. Go get the help. Right now. Typically I wouldn't say this, but turn this damn video off and go help it. If it's helping you, then stay on it. But if it's not, make the call. Go on Google. Check the therapists around you. And it's going to take some time to find the right person. But do it. Go through 5, 6, 7, 10 therapists if you need to. But you must do it. I'm a coach now. I focus on mindset and perception. Why? Because I would only do it if I've gone through it. If I had the intuition to say, yo, I can truly help you. I'm not doing it because it's popular, because you're seeing coaches pop up left and right who say they know something. No. I go through this every single day myself. And I've actually found that sharing my story is freeing. It's a cleansing. I can't even explain it, but it makes it easier. And this is something we don't learn. Nobody's going to ever tell you that. Maybe you hear it from some person on social media now, like turn your pain into purpose and pain into profit or whatever the sayings go. But I'm not putting it that way. I'm just going to say, get it off your chest. Don't hold on to it. Don't harbor those feelings. Because I don't want you to be like me, getting blackout drunk just so you can get that sleep that really wasn't restful because you're drunk as hell and you don't remember what happened the night before. I already had memory issues. That comes from my PTSD affecting my short-term memory. So people be like, yo, I told you this. Well, shit, I forgot. That's part of it, part of the battle. You know? So I had to put a calendar. I have to use a calendar. Because if I don't, I forget. So these are some of the things. You got to find ways to deal with it, to cope with it, to make it easier for yourself. I'll tell you a million things and ways that I've done, and I've gone through this, and I've fought to be in a position where I can stand in front of you right now and smile and legit be smiling, because I used to smile to cover it up. Find your way, you cope. Find your persons and your people your support system that'll be there. And don't put it all on them. You got to do the work. Nobody's enabling you. Nobody's coddling you. It's still on you to do the work. But they're there to help you through it, to let you know that you don't have to do it alone. Life is not meant to live alone. And you should be sharing your ups, your downs, your triumphs, your successes, all of that. You got to have some people around that you can share the good, the bad, the ugly with. Or else you're not being your authentic self. If you feel like you got to hide everything, how you say you being real? Is that being real? Because if it is, I don't want to be that. I think being real is sharing your emotions. It's letting people know what you're feeling. That's being real to me. But I didn't learn that until I had to find my own way. And I took a lot longer than that to do that because I wouldn't open up. Because I felt like I was being a burden if I told my family and friends that I wasn't okay. Well, newsflash, you're not being a burden. They want to be there for you. That's the whole point of family and friends. If they only there for you in the good, you need to get rid of them. Because that's not a friend. And that's not family, blood or not. Anybody who's only there for the good, they don't need to be there at all. They don't need to see you at your best. If they can't support you at your worst. You have to learn not to keep yourself in the eternal prison if so feel confined then when you're in that constant battle with mental health issues. Healing can't take place there. You'll stay there forever. Healing can't take place there. Gotta get out of that. Gotta tell yourself, this is not it. This is not life. Whatever I'm feeling right now, whatever I'm struggling right now, it ain't it. There's more to it, and you have to focus on the beauty. You gotta focus on the beauty of this thing, man. Life has so much beauty in it, but you can't see it when you close your eyes off to it. When you only focus on that negative thing, that becomes everything. It's all consuming. It's all consuming. But look around you. Look around you and see that there's more. Whether it's that beautiful person that you're in a relationship with, your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your granny, or hell, somebody on TV that you think is a cool person. It's all representations of beauty. We can go outside and see the trees. Go outside, see the sky, even rain. Whatever it is, it's beautiful. When you really look at rain and you say, oh man, it's pouring down raining. Have you ever sat in that for a little bit? Close your eyes and just let it hit your skin? Man, it's refreshing. Or if you're going for a run, you tired, it's hot, it start raining. Next thing you know, you feel good. You feel like you can go for another 5 miles. It's perception. That's what that is. It's how you perceive something. If you perceive something as bad all the time, then guess what it is? It's going to be bad. That's why you got to decide, like, my life is going to be good. I can have what I want if I work. If I don't let this thing beat me, I can have what I want. I can have a day where I can just enjoy. I can go out. I can chill. And I can do this without falling into the trap of negative habits or negative coping mechanisms, because now I know what to do when I start to feel it. But sometimes the problem with knowing what to do, for me at least, sometimes I don't do it. Sometimes I let it take me. And it's kind of like I'm watching myself in third person. I'm like, damn, Vaughn, don't do it. Why are you doing that? You know you don't need to do that. You worked this hard not to do that and you're doing it. Why? But guess what? I don't beat myself up about it anymore. I just say, yo, I got to get better at that. I have another shot today. I just woke up again. I have another shot. I can't keep rolling that down, that negative thoughts. I can't just let them snowball into an avalanche and now I can't come back from it. You have to stop that. You got to stop doing that, because that's doing nothing for you but putting you deeper down in that abyss. And we trying to come up. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to do something that's uncomfortable for you, like sharing your story. It could be someone you love. It could be social media, whatever you feel like doing, however, whatever level you want to take it. I want you to do something uncomfortable. I want you to hold yourself accountable by getting in an accountability circle. When you got a bunch of people looking at you like, yo, I can't disappoint. You know, I got to show up and show out. Let them know that you want to get help. That you will get help. Don't want, you will get help. Let them know that today you decided that your mental health issue is not going to beat you. Let them know that you'll be leaning on them sometimes. Letting them know you don't feel cool. And let yourself know that from this point on, you will be honest with yourself. And you will love yourself. So what comes with loving yourself? Self-care. So you got to find something to do to keep yourself happy and healthy. Positive things. Doesn't always have to be like massages and all that stuff. That's great. But, you know, it could be anything. It could be like one day you have a favorite show. You watch your favorite show that day. Or maybe you take a bath, you know, it's just soak in a bath and read a book. Or have someone, whatever you want to do, I don't care. But do it. And I challenge you to take it a few steps further and do a 30-day self-care challenge. And I want to hear all about what you do. Let me know. Drop it in the comments on this book. DM me. Whatever. I want to hear about it. Yeah, I might have some good ideas and I might steal them. So, so let me know what's up. Because I'm always looking at ways to do self-care. One of my favorite ways is to be out in nature and to travel and experience different cultures. And especially food. Food is definitely up there on that list in the top 3 for sure. So shoot me some recommendations. If I'm in your city, I definitely check it out. Hell, we might be able to meet and grab something. So I want to hit on a point real quick. I guess 2021, the word for 2021 is normalize. Because I keep seeing that a lot. I'm seeing it everywhere. You know, we need to normalize this. We need to normalize this. Well, I'm going to use it and I'm going to say, we need to normalize saying I'm not okay. There should be no judgment for being human. We all have these emotions. We all have feelings. Now, how they're depicted, that differs person to person. But we all have them. What matters is if you express them in a positive way and you communicate them in a way that's emotionally intelligent. There shouldn't be judgment. Our struggles are not unique. What is unique would be sharing those struggles. So I'm gonna drop a statistic on you all. A study by the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention found that in 2020, men died by suicide 3.6 times more than women. When you take into account both the male and female demographics, 90% of those who died by suicide had a diagnosable mental health condition at the time of their death. Now, what I get from this is that 90% of those deaths were preventable. In the black community, suicide rates have steadily risen over the past 10 years. It's possible to change the narrative within our community if we start with ourselves. I gotta come back to this question, man. Like, what good has being tough done for us? What benefits do we see from holding in pain until it boils over into anger? What fruits have we produced from the damaged relationships that are byproducts of our lack of love for self and emotional intelligence? I'm going to answer that one for you. Can you guess? None. I'm here to tell you that real strength lies in being authentically you and sharing your truth. In sharing your truth, you will find your purpose. And you will find solace in others who want nothing from you but for you to heal and be happy. But none of this can come before you commit to being vulnerable. Man, if I could tell you some of what it cost me for me not being vulnerable, facing 7 years in prison because it got to a point in my life where I just didn't care, hanging with the wrong people, doing the wrong things. That was karma. And there was also God telling me, like, yo, you need to chill. There's more to life than the pain. He sat me down. It was like, you need to realize that there's more for you. If you would just stop being hard-headed and listen to the signs that I have placed in front of you. Stop being hard-headed and talk to someone. Instead of just walking around angry for no real good reason, because I was angry for things I couldn't change. And we got to stop focusing on that stuff. If you can't change it, you shouldn't be so worried about it. Focus on the things that you can control. Focus on what is in front of us instead of what already happened, because we have no control over that. It's done. What's done is done. That part of your story was written. You need to focus on what's happening right now so you can write the rest of it and control your destiny. I know it's hard to do it when you're under siege from your mental health issues, but it's possible. There's so many people that never know are struggling because they've decided that they will make the most out of this life. They will see the beauty in this life. And maybe they sharing their story in their own way. Maybe they right. You know? Maybe that's all you need to do. Maybe you don't have to put it and broadcast it. But you should be able to have someone that you can talk to about it. And journaling is a great way also to see your thoughts and be able to plan and realize maybe you felt hot when something happened, or whatever your trigger was, or your different physical signals that occurred when you start to get hit by that mental health issue. We got to use that self-awareness. That helps you address whatever is going on, and it helps you be prepared for it. I don't want to see y'all doing what I did and looking for, alcohol or whatever other negative coping mechanism to help you with your struggles, because that's just going to put you in a worse position, man. You end up with a DUI or worse, end up dead or killing someone else because your functions is done, you know? You don't even have control over yourself at that point. You want to have control over your own destiny. When you're in those negative states and you're using those negative coping mechanisms, you have no control. The universe is going to just do what it wants. People are going to just do what they want. That's not the state you want to be in. You have power. You just have to stop being reactive and be proactive when it comes to your mental health. Now these days, I decided to be proactive. I go to the therapist even when I feel fine, because it's a continuous thing. It's maintenance if you need nothing else. Because sometimes you don't even know there's an issue there. Then you start talking and you're like, oh, that did bother me. It did. We gotta heal, especially as black men, from the trauma, because it's holding you back from a life of fulfillment and purpose. Take back that purpose. Take back that life. I believe that true freedom can only be achieved when you're in the right frame of mind. That's the mindset of abundance. I implore you to open up your heart and your mind and let your story be known. And helping yourself, you'll also be helping others realize that it is okay to not be okay. That vulnerability is the key to our healing.